Head hurt. No, my head don't. I don't know. I'm just tired. It's been a long day. This daylight saving time thing still kicking my ass, really.
Oh, yeah.
For real. Been sleep all weird times, and I don't know what's going on, but we are here, ready to work. Retro World episode 39, I think. This is episode 39 called Daylight Saving Time. Shit, I don't
It's
know.
kicking my ass.
It's kicking my ass, man. I don't know, man, but I am excited to see y'all. I'm excited to be back. It's always a good time to be here. It's always a good time to pod. It's always a time to pod with my pod boo. I feel like you've been gone for a minute. It's been a few episodes. We ain't seen you since like episode 30, 35 or something. It's been a long time. So check on you, make sure you good. What's up with you?
You know, same old. Healed up.
Oh, yeah. Definitely healed up because you've been in them streets lately.
I've been in them streets.
Since episode 35. She's been in these streets. For real. For real. Feel like you've been holding back waiting to get outside.
Man.
Nah, we definitely had to put Scoob to retirement.
Oh, yeah. Scoob came out. I healed up. Scoob came out. I can't kick it with Scoob once a year.
Nah.
Scoob, man, get me every time.
Nah, that's good. Man, how y'all mental health? Like we always do it. Check on the mental health. I hope everybody else's mental health been good. If let us know in the comments how you going. We try to reach back out to you. You know how we do it. Just make sure you're good. How your mental health been?
Oh, my mental health is cool.
Yeah,
I'm good.
You want to elaborate or no?
I'm just in a good place. I feel like I'm just in a good place. Peaceful, keeping it positive vibes equals a positive life. Just staying out the way, standing on business. That's it.
Standing on business. Hey, question. I've been wanting to ask you this, and it's crazy. We live in the same house and never asked this question, but I've been wanting to ask.
What?
Where you be getting those morning inspirations from? They be kind of dope, and I be kind of hate. I be want to steal them sometimes. But I'm like, do she wake up with those, or she steal them from somebody?
I'm a thinker, so no. Some of them come off of a motivational app that Sean put me on.
Shout out boy Sean.
So Sean put me on this motivational app, and I get, they get sent to your phone every day. But some of them is just how I feel. Like, instead of like things that I've been through, instead of think of it negatively, I try to think of it about it positive. Because I'm a thinker. If somebody does something to me, I just dwell on it. So that's just where that come from.
No, I ask because some of them be pretty dope. And I'm like, where the hell she get that from? Because it take me forever to come up with a status. I'd be 2 hours trying to come up with something.
It's actually an app that Sean put me on. But then
what's the name of that app?
It's just motivational. I just go in the Apple store and put in motivational app.
I'll say that too. That's another thing. We do it every morning effortlessly though, because we both we try to put that out in the morning. But when we seen Chris the other day, he was like, man, y'all so positive. Y'all the most positive couple. And I kind of felt like that was dope because I know where he getting that from, just straight off motivational that we put out in the morning. So, you never know if you tune in, you never know what you putting out. Try that, put out some good energy every morning. And you never know who's watching or paying attention or what they taking from it, you know what I mean? So it was just a testimony to the stuff that we be doing every morning. I remember him saying that the other day.
Yeah, it's just a lot of
I thought that was pretty dope.
A lot of negative things out in the world, and I just want my page to be positive, you know what I'm saying? I just want to be the one that brings some positivity to my people, because sometimes they be hurting, and sometimes they be mad and upset, and
for sure.
I just want them to know that you control your feelings, you control how you react to things, and just keep it. It's easier to be positive.
Mm-hmm. We had I was at a male, was it brunch type thing today?
With the mimosas.
With the mimosas with Chad. Shout out to Chad. And
that food looked good too.
It was though.
It did. You sent me a picture. I was like, oh man.
It was a dope event. You know what I mean? He just held an event where men just linked up and just kicked it. You know what I mean? And just. I wouldn't even say we was networking, you know what I mean? We was really just kicking the vibe, learning each other, you know what I mean? Learning how to conversate with men, learning how to break that bond, break that ice, because sometimes men don't know how to talk to each other. You know what I mean? Men don't know how to speak to each other. And that'd be the difference between a lot of situations like beefs and, stuff that's not really that important. You just didn't know how to talk to each other. So we were just doing that. We had some youth in there. So it's dope for them to be in there to hear the conversations that we was having.
Right.
It's pretty dope conversation. It was a dope brunch. So if y'all missed it, man, y'all make sure y'all tune in for the next one. He said he's gonna do it again. We had mimosas. We had vegan eggs and sausage, which was pretty decent. fruits. It was dope, man, in conversation. And like we got to do that more as men. We got to get together and do that more. You
That's
know,
dope.
other than linking up and watching the game, drinking beer. You know, let's just link up and just have good conversation and learn how can we help each other build and be strong and help each other household. You know what I mean? So that's what kind of what it was about. Shout
That's
out to
dope
Chad.
because that'll break that ice for like, you know what I'm saying. I don't know if you watch The Shy. Have you watched it?
You know I fall asleep on it every time.
Okay,
you know
so
I
there's
don't watch
this
the
one
Shy Guys.
there's just one episode where all the men in the community get together and they sit in a circle, and it's the younger generation and the older generation, and they're addressing their mental health and the things that they're going through, and they're getting it off. You know what I'm saying? And I thought that was dope. That's kind of what that reminded me of. Like y'all really checking on each other.
Shit, I think it was good.
That's dope.
It was dope. And like I said, we need more of it. So shout out to Chad, shout out to Ronnie. You know what I mean? Definitely shout out to Ronnie, man. Me and Ronnie had a pretty deep conversation, something that I feel like we needed to have, and I got a better understanding of, you know, some of the things that I wanted to know. You ain't got to go too deep off into it, but shout out to Ronnie and the Black Chamber of Commerce, you know, out here in Killeen. You know, they're doing some very good things. And like I said, I got
they doing some good
a little more information on, you know, their business, with his business, whatever, and what they had going on. And I'm definitely want to tap more into it and get more off into it. So shout out to Ronnie. Thanks for explaining everything to me. And like I said, I'm going to let my wife know what's going on, and we can really, you know, go from here, you know. So I appreciate that. This episode 30, what, I said 39?
Yeah, 39.
Yeah, this episode 39. And one of the things I was talking about at the meeting is, like, sometimes as an interviewer, sometimes you want to sit back and get interviewed, you know, which is crazy, you know, but it is. Sometimes you want to sit back and be interviewed. And I've been feeling like that lately. Like, man, I hope somebody come up with a podcast, or some of these podcasts that's out here that's, you know, minus the ones that I've done already. Like I Was Always Going Live and a few others. I want to be interviewed. You know what I mean? I want to be interviewed. You know what I mean? I want to sit on the other side and see how it is, you know what I mean, to receive the questions or whatever the case may be. And I sat back and I thought about it. I said, you know what? I can do it here. You know what I mean? This can be one of the first episodes. You know, this can be an episode where we can do that. So here it is. We're going to switch it up a little bit. I know you guys are used to me asking the questions, driving, you know what I mean, interviews. But we're going to switch it up, and we're going to let Tutu hop on here, and she going to ask some questions, and she going to interview me. And I'm just going to sit back, and I'm going to kick it. I'm just going to let her rock. You know what I mean? This is her first interview. She don't like doing interviews. She don't like taking the lead. But for me, she done this. I definitely appreciate that.
Like, you just be pushing me to, like, push me to the limit.
Push it to the limit.
That, man, love is a hell of a thing.
No, it is. But when the bird come in, I'm going to definitely take care of you. I promise.
I know.
I promise.
Because I'm keeping a tally of all of this.
I already know it. But yeah, I'm going to sit back. I'm going to kick it. I'm just going to let her. Hold on. Do you want to do some tea with Tutu or no?
There's only one thing I want to talk about with the tea with Tutu.
I knew it was something.
There's only one.
Hold on, before she get out, hey man, y'all better like, share, and comment, and spread the word that Retro World is the best thing popping. Let's get into this tea. Then we get to
There's only one thing I want to talk about. Can we wrap this Diddy shit up? Like, let's just wrap it up. I don't know if it's because it's a younger generation, but back in the 90s, I knew Diddy was doing all of this. Like, right. This is nothing new. Diddy, and it's not nothing to say, like, I'm not trying to belittle or condone him, you know what I'm saying, condone what he's doing, because Diddy's been beating women. He beat women, but he has so much power and money that he's kept them quiet. Okay. When it comes to him and Cassie, come on, man. That's why Jennifer Lopez left him. Diddy is like a toxic environment.
It's like his track record.
That's his track record. We know that is him. Now I'm not condoning what he's doing or who he is, but it's just that people have brushed it under the rug so much that Diddy gets away with it, and he's powerful. And another thing that somebody brought out.
So what are you saying?
What I'm saying is that Diddy's gonna be Diddy. This is not gonna stop. That's just who he is. He's not gonna stop. He's been doing this since the 90s. He's been doing it since the 90s. So you saying
they should not say nothing about it and just let it go?
I'm saying they should say something. I'm proud of Cassie for saying something. I am proud of it. I'm very proud of her for saying something. But at the end of the day, why are we settling? Let's go ahead and put him in jail. That's what I want. If we're not gonna go all the way, if like, are we just doing it for the money?
What do you mean settled? I'm confused.
They settled.
Yo, so I don't know. Okay.
She settled and now she's being quiet, right?
I don't know.
No. That's what I'm telling you. So that's what it says that they had a settlement. They both put on their pages that they agreed to settle on the matter, right? You follow me?
So are you mad that she took the money?
Yes, like to start holding these people accountable.
She did. She told.
But like, let's press charges on these type of men that are beating women. That like it's not okay to beat a woman and you just pay me to be quiet. No, your ass need to go to jail.
That's what she wanted. She didn't want him to go to jail. She wanted the money. She got what she wanted. And she wanted him to go to jail. She did press charges for him to go to jail.
His ass in jail.
That's what you wanted.
He be like a man that hits a woman like the beats woman, your ass should be in jail.
I agree. But if the woman don't press charges and she want the money, she got what she wanted. That's why.
I guess. But
just as quick as she filed that thing, it was just as solved. It was
for the money. Okay, so then let's just wrap it up because that's all she wanted was the money.
I think it's wrapped up. It was only 24 hours. That was like the fastest case I've ever seen in my life. The motherfucker said, he raped me. Give me $30 million. Here you go. It was over.
I think that's the part that really like let's just wrap it up, man, because there are really women out there who've been raped, and you know what I'm saying, and they're seeking justice. And I'm not saying that she didn't get raped, but there are women.
All I'm saying is I think it was good. She got what she wanted. Clearly, she wanted some money, and he made it happen fast.
Man, start locking these people up, man.
You said one thing. You said love make you do some crazy things, didn't you?
I mean, they do.
That's another example of
it. They do, but she's moved on and in love with somebody else. So
and she got her $30 million. So why locking them up?
Lock that nigga up. That's what I say. But that's the only thing I wanted to talk about.
That's what's up.
That's the only thing I had to talk about. Oh no, I lied. Krishan.
Man, I don't even want to talk about that. Let's get into the interview. Let's do it. Let's get straight to the interview.
I thought we was gonna go all the way with it, but since we're gonna go into the interview, let's go.
We only got 15 minutes.
All right, so let's start with your interview. What does Allenby Street mean to you?
Allenby Street.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, Allenby Street is the hood. It's the spot. Is the man. That was a good one. That was a good one.
Come on now.
I'm trying to think. Allenby Street is the spot. That's where I was from, man. Allenby, man, you got me speechless now. I didn't think he's gonna ask that one. That's the first house on the block. That was my grandma's house. That's the spot that I grew up in. My mama grew up in. Man, history, man. Like really, really history. It's still there to this day. You know me. Every time I go home to Alabama, I stop by there and just show respect to my grandma. It's who I am, honestly, though. Man, Allenby Street is me. Allenby Street is me. It's who I am in the inside. Where I come from. It's the hood. Deep in Pritchard. Man, it's everything. It's the beginning of retro. That's all I can say. It's the beginning of retro, man. The T is little T. I was telling people just early today, you know, that's where T was born. You know, y'all might know retro hinges, but when I go home, I'm T.
That's T.
You know what I mean? That's the joke. Oh, they go retro, you know, and everybody laugh. You know what I mean? But nah, I'm T. That's where T was born, man. November 3rd, 1987. Allenby Street, you know what I mean? And like I said, my mom grew up there. My grandma's house, I grew up there. My cousins grew up there. Man, Miss Shirley's still next door to this day. Sister still down the street. My nanny's still down the street. Like, we still in the hood, baby. You already know what time it is when I go home. Like, my family's still deep off in there, bro. What we say? My uncle just left.
My uncle just left. Just left.
My uncle just left Pritchard, man. Shout out to my uncle, though. But that's the hood, man.
So, Allen, for those other followers who don't know, I mean, it's you put it out there. If everybody's on your page, they know you're from Alabama. But what part of Alabama are you from? For those that may not know,
from Pritchard, Alabama, man. Little city inside of Mobile, Alabama. But I'm from Pritchard, Alabama. PA all day. PA all day.
Okay, and have you grown up in so that's where you was born and raised? So how long is that where you planted your roots there? You stayed there or did you move around?
I stayed there up until I was, like 14, 15, I think. My stepdaddy moved us to Georgia.
Okay.
And I was in Georgia for a minute from, my 11th grade year on until I joined the Army. So my beginning of my years was in Alabama. And then we moved to North Gwinnett, Duluth, Georgia. Shout out to my boys out there. But yeah, we moved out there and we was kicking it out there. And you know, like I said, my teenage years. So
in Georgia.
Yeah, my teenage years was mostly in Georgia.
Okay, and that transition from going from, because Georgia, would you say Georgia was more fast paced than Alabama?
Way more fast paced.
Way more.
Way more fast paced. Oh, that's like the spot. Atlanta was the spot we used to go to like vacation. Everybody's like, "Oh man, you going to Atlanta?" You know what I mean? That was
back during that time.
During that time, that was the spot. You know what I mean? Shit, Atlanta like that to this day. Atlanta one of those spots.
No, it is. It really is.
If you ain't from the area, you know what I mean. Atlanta one of those spots. So
it's a tourist area.
My stepdad moved us out there for, you know, better opportunity. I did not want to go. I hated it. I did not want to go down there. But, you know, in hindsight, that was about one of the best things that probably could have happened to me. You know,
okay, going to Georgia.
There. Yeah, thinking about it. You know what I mean? It introduced me to a lot more stuff. It was fast-paced, more job opportunities. You know what I mean? I seen a mixture of people, you know, Asian people, white people, Mexican. You know, you just seen all kind of different walks of life. You know what I mean? And it opened my eyes to, you know, different things. So, you know, hindsight, I appreciated moving us there, but back then, oh man,
you didn't want to go.
Hell no.
Okay. So down in Georgia, everybody know, like during the time, I'm not trying to put your age out there, but during that time that you moved, it was the Snap era.
Yeah, for sure.
And what many don't know, they don't know what I'm about to. They don't know what this means. But what is SBC?
Station Boy Click. Shout out to my boys, Station Boy Click. Those my boys back in North Gwinnett. And we wanted, let me put it out there, the Station Boy Clique wasn't a dance group. You know what I mean? That was the neighborhood that we lived in. Well, I didn't live into the station. I was part of SBC. I wasn't living at that one time. Then I finally started moving in there. But it was just a little neighborhood in North Gwinnett, man, where I just met some cool niggas that was just on that same type of time I was. We was on Basketball of Girls. And that's how we began tight and smoking weed. You know what I mean? And we was kicking it. And you know, you form that brotherhood. You know what I mean? They was like, hey, you know, we SBC Station Boy Clique, and I'm like, well, shit. I guess I'm SBC Station Boy Clique too, cause y'all my niggas, and we just mobbed like that together. And then you just been around the city. You had other cliques, ABG. It was just dope. It was a bunch of different cliques, so it was like it was cool to be in a clique. You know what I mean? So then you go to these cliques, you go to the parties, you go to the lock-ins, and you rep your clique. And then at that time, the Snap music was going on.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? So then you with your clique, you hear the beat, you just dancing. You know what I mean? Soulja Boy made it cool to dance. You know what I mean? So now we dancing, we doing Snap music, we pool palace, and we doing all these dances, and that pushed the era. You know what I mean? I kind of feel like I was one of the people that helped push that Snap era because I was really in it.
He definitely was.
We was in the clubs. You know what I mean? Like I said, if y'all seen on my timeline, I post every once in a while the pictures. You know what I mean? We was really in them trenches. Big shirt, big jeans, Georgia Power shirts, handmade. You know, where we done rode on them, paint on them. Man, we was there, bro. We was in them trenches. So those TikTok dances and stuff y'all doing, bro, like that really originated with us. The whoop ricos, the walk it outs, the Snap, man, the whole nine. We was really pushing that music.
So like you said everybody know retro, right? But if they haven't been following you for a while, you started in Alabama, went to Georgia, then you went to the military. But a lot of them might not know about Tax-Free Money Gang. Can you let us know about Tax-Free Money Gang?
Hey, Tax-Free Money Gang. Hey, that started in Germany. Shout out to my boy E, my best man, my brother. You know what I mean? That's my brother to the end. Like what's understood ain't got to be explained. One of them situations where we ain't even got to talk on the phone every day or kick it when we get back together. But you thought we'd have been every day. But, you know, that's my boy. And it was just not me and him. It was me, him, Staples, Wash. You know Wash.
Yeah, Wash.
Gilmore. Man, it was just a lot of us. And we used to go out in the club and we just be like, get money. You know what I mean? And that's how we felt, like we was getting money, and we had like the corniest dance, but we like get money, and everybody be like, on some Kevin Hart type shit. Like for real, how Kevin Hart did that shit in the thing.
Man.
But that's how we do it. Niggas be like, get money, and everybody be like,
Wash gonna have to hit that dance.
But I promise you, look at Wash, I'm like, hey, like, Wash, get money. He gonna hit you with the, like, and it was corny, you know what I'm saying? But it got to the point where that was people just knowing us for, and we used to just hit it all the time. And it was really just, it's like I said, like a brotherhood friendship type thing where we just went out, and then when we got out the Army, we was trying to come up with some stuff to brand. You know, we knew about branding. How can we brand something? And we just came up with Tax-Free Money Gang. And that's where that come from. You know what I mean? Just some Germany friends, you know what I mean? And we just brought it back to the States, and we just held on to it, and
So
That's just what it
did
is.
tax free? Okay, so is that when Retro Hendrix was born?
Was that Retro Hendrix was born?
Because I feel like when I had met you, you had tax free money
Retro
day.
Hendrix was a little bit before that. You know what I mean? Retro Hendrix came when I was just coming up with music. So that was a
Okay.
little bit before the tax free. You know what? It's around about the same time.
Okay,
It was
so I was
about
about
the
to say
same
that
time.
because you started going off of you started transitioning. I would say transitioning to Retro Hendrix around that time.
It was about the same time, you know, when I was coming up with the music and all that was going on. And like you said, yeah, Retro Hendrix was born. I give you that. Yeah.
Okay, so around that same time, so that was in Germany when you first,
Uh,
or was that when you got back to the
yeah,
States? When you
yeah,
started,
yeah, yeah.
Okay, so that's when Retro Hendrix was born, and then fast forward. In between, because I'm just trying to give them a little bit, but in between time, you became a father.
I was a father before.
Because we skipped over that, but
Yeah.
let's backtrack. You was a father
I was definitely.
early.
I was doing the father thing way before the Retro Hendrix was.
Yeah, that's what I
was
said. I
born.
missed that, but I didn't want to leave that out.
Yeah,
'Cause
that
most
was
people
T.
may not know.
T was
became a
T
father.
was 10 back then. Yeah, but that was what too. That was the that was before the army.
Correct.
That was yeah. It was a whole. That's like Job Corps days, man. Like that was the Job Corps day. I had a baby before Job Corps.
Yeah.
So the baby came like right out of the high school. I graduated in 2005, and Nari was born in 2006. So it was like literally right after high school with me. So I've been being grown fast.
And then when you were in the military, TJ came.
TJ came in the military, and I joined the
And then
military in
Kaya.
2008. I think TJ was born in 2010, and Kaya was born in 2011.
Correct.
Yeah.
So my thing is, starting from that 17-year-old T to now, do you think as far as fatherhood goes, you standing on business
Am I standing on business?
when it comes to fatherhood?
Man, that's a good question. That is a good damn. You good at this? You really good at this? Am I standing on business? As a man, I would say I'm standing on business. Now, there's always room for improvement. There's always room to keep going. I'm not perfect. I'm pretty sure if you ask that question to any one of my baby mothers, they might have a different answer than what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Something that's just real. But I can always I can look myself in the mirror and I can say that I give it 110%.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I rest good at night. You know what I mean? Knowing that. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of the mothers of my kids, they understand that, they respect that. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I'm not perfect.
No, nobody's perfect.
I have my flaws, you know what I mean? But I can also look myself in the mirror and say, you know, I feel like I give my kids 110%. You can call my kids right now, and I don't think they have anything bad to say about me.
That's what it's about. So let's fast forward real quick because we do. Okay, so let's go. Let's go back. Not back. Let's move forward and fast forward to when you was in Killeen, because a lot of people move here and it's hard to get their name out. And just being on the outside looking in, I'm not saying this as your wife. I'm just saying as watching you from when you first got here, you really, really put your name out there. Really network. Like, I've watched you. Like, there's no place we can go that people don't know you. So
Right.
Can you give insight on how did you do that? Like, you came in the city, nobody knew you, to now fast forward, everybody knows you and they want to work with you. So
you just got to stand on business, what you were saying. I just had a vision and I believed in what I got going on, and I just put it out there. And once you put it out there, you just got to sit back and let it work.
Yeah.
And let it work. And that's just all I did. I came out here, I did good business, I put out music, and I just was being me. And you know what I mean? And that's what got me this far, just doing good business and being me. You
Outstanding.
know what I mean? And I think that's what you can do that in any city. I feel like I can go to anybody's city and start from scratch, and give me a few months to a year. You're gonna know who I am because I'm gonna have something going on.
Exactly.
And it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good business. And at the end of the day, you can't deny good business.
Nope.
And that's how I'm coming.
Okay. So speaking of business, what does the culture brand mean to you?
Oh man, culture brand is an unbiased society, man. Is man, that's a good question too. Culture brand is my baby. That's my clothing line. I've been sleeping on myself with that, but man, I got some stuff in the works. Shout out to Tyrone. We got some real dope shit in the works, and it's in the mix for retro world. So y'all definitely gonna look out for that. But culture brand is just, man, it's just another means of income. You know, you got to have 7 means of income to, sustain, to be a millionaire, and that's just one of them with me. So, it's my clothing line. I mean, I love it just like I love Retro World. You know what I mean? It's just I need to start putting more care into it and put more love into it. But it's coming, and everything is coming full circle. So be on the lookout for some culture brand is coming.
Definitely gonna stay on you about that. Lookout. And another thing, because I know that we didn't put this to the side, and I don't know if it was purposely or it's just that you got a lot going on. When are we gonna get another Kick Dotro? Like when are we gonna bring? When you gonna bring Kick Dotro back out?
Man, I don't even know. I've been in the mode. I just ain't really heard that beat that really just caught me yet. But in the mood, it's that time I've been feeling it. You know what I mean? I've been writing. I just ain't really heard that beat. So, hey, Reggie Rob. I need that heat, man. Hey, Reggie just dropped 2 beats like 2 days ago, and he sent me some. All right. Glad you asked that question. Reggie just sent me some beats to put for the intro for the show. So I'm gonna send that over there so we can start having some intro music.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Dope intro
dope.
music. So shout out to Reggie Rob. He's gonna be the beat. When you hear some music on the intro, it's come from boy Reggie Rob. But it's coming soon, man. 2024. I'm gonna turn up on the music. I'm turning that back up.
And culture brand.
And culture brand.
You are good. And before we get up out of here, I just wanna. I think I proved I showed people what I wanted to, that you a jack of all trades.
Yeah.
You really are a jack of all trades. And for the other people who are out there who are jack of all trades, one thing that you have to keep intact is your mental health. So is there some things that you can give to your viewers to help them with their mental health? The ones that are out there that are all jack of trades like yourself.
That's a good one too. Remember to take a break. Have time for you. You'll find yourself doing a lot of shit, and you'll start feeling like you ain't getting nothing out of it. And you know what I mean? Take some time for you. If it's to go buy yourself a shirt, go get your hair cut. Just do something that make you happy. You know what I mean? Do something to make you happy. And I kind of try to. That's why I find it helping me get through some of these situations, because it do get overwhelming sometimes. Like, goddamn, I'm over here. I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to do this. I got to do that. Yeah. And I said, you know what? At the end of the day, the shit still got to get done, because who's going to do it?
Who gonna do it?
You know, the shit still got to get done. But how can I find light out of this? And I just find light of going to go buy me a $40 T-shirt. You know what I mean? Going to buy me a pair of shoes. You know what I mean? And it might sound crazy, but that's where I find my peace at. That's what I like doing. I like buying shoes. I'm going to buy a pair of shoes. And I like coming to do the podcast. So out of the money, I try to make sure I have enough money spare to shoot this podcast and buy me a pair of shoes, because that's my happy time. That's how I get mental health. And talk to somebody. Go to therapy.
Yeah, therapy.
Go to therapy. If you got a loved one, talk to them. Don't be afraid to talk. And that was kind of like the meeting we was talking about earlier today. You know what I mean? It's okay to call your homeboy and have a little brunch and, hey, say, bro, let's go somewhere and
just talk
and kick it. You know what I mean? Sometimes you need to be around men and get that off, because your woman that made you mad, and it's okay.
Or sometimes your woman don't understand.
And your woman don't understand it, and she ain't gonna understand it. You might need to go get that off with your homeboy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's cool. And people gotta understand that you can't force your mate to sometimes to be that. Maybe they just ain't that person.
Right.
Maybe they just not that person, and it ain't nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with not being that person. There's nothing wrong. They don't mean they don't love you no less or none of that. They just not that person. And once you find that person, and like I said, we went through that the other day, and I said that, what I mean? Sometimes, I got to start just learning, you know what? Tisha might not be the person for that. I don't mean she don't love me no less. She just might not be. Let me not put that on her. Let me not force her to be that, something that she ain't.
Yeah. Well, thank you for letting me interview.
Hey, thank you
I
for
wanted to give
me.
you your flowers at the end of this and let you know, like, I'm proud of you. I love you.
Yeah.
You are a jack of all trades. You make everything happen.
Talk to me nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, talk to me nice. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Thank you for everything that you do. Like, you got a lot going on, and I'm proud of you. One thing out of all of this, that you found your purpose. And as long as you're doing this, just one thing I want you to remember: if you can't do this for free, that's not your purpose.
Nah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I always told you. If it's something that you could do for free and still find joy in it, that's your purpose. So it's just good to see you living in your purpose and your mental health is intact. So I'm proud of you.
Thank you for supporting me. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank Odell for shooting this shit, man.
Right.
But
Shout out to Space Create.
Shout out to Space Create. That's been episode
39.
39. What we called it again? Damn,
DayLight savings is whooping my ass.
DayLight savings whooping our ass. We out this morning.
And we out.